Hey everybody, it's Colby Evans, aka Startin' Park Car here, and well, I wish I had better news to start off this video, but unfortunately, despite me constantly talking about it on the channel and my X account, promoting when this race was going to happen, I received confirmation that the HSR NASCAR Classic events at the Charlotte Roval that were supposed to be taking place in a few weeks have unfortunately been canceled. Now, I was a little bit nervous about this because we had been getting, we're less than a month from the race, right? We're less 3 weeks. And we hadn't gotten any kind of entry information, no schedule. And I was just kind of confused about it. I've been asking people in the series and getting different answers. And unfortunately, a good friend of mine in the series tagged an email to me, or sent an email to me, and it gave the email that kind of what I had predicted, and what predicted had happened. Too many series. Last year, the HSR NASCAR Classic Series was there with the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. Only 3 series, which the Charlotte Motor Speedway can accommodate. However, this time, this week, not this weekend, but in a few weeks, you'll have Cup, Xfinity, now Truck Series, and the IMSA Mustang Challenge Circuit, which is a spec Mustang series that IMSA fields. That's already 4 series of vehicles there, and we know Charlotte Roval. It's not the biggest track, obviously, in the infield, and you can barely accommodate 3 series, much less a 4th one and a 5th one. It's just not. It's not possible. So, and like I said, I understand that. I understand logistics would have been an absolute nightmare. Trying to find room in the schedule as well. Not just trying to get them in the track, but like trying to work around the schedule. 5 different series in just one weekend. It's a lot to handle. It is a lot to handle. So it's incredibly disappointing for me. I did not get to do any of the vintage events that I wanted to do this year, which kind of breaks my heart. I got this car just under a year ago, and we had planned to compete in the Midi at Road Atlanta in 2025. Quickly realized after getting the car de-winterized and back to normal that we were not going to make the Midi. So then I had my eyes set on Watkins Glen, and found out that race coincided with my Iowa ARCA race that I did. They were literally 1 week apart. And financially, for me, that was just not going to be feasible. It was either Iowa or Watkins Glen. It was either one of the two, unless I had a sponsor come in that could help me pay for both. But no, it was either going to be Iowa or Watkins Glen. Both just were not. I just did not have the money for both. So I made the choice to go with Iowa, and then skip that race to then do Charlotte, and come to find out that the race has been canceled. Now, not to say that it won't return to the HSR NASCAR Classic schedule in 2026. I don't know when that comes out. When that does come out, we will have a video about that. But it is disappointing. I also wanted to do Indianapolis on the SVRA tour, and like I said, I hadn't tested the car yet, and without doing any kind of testing, there was no way I was going to go into a race style weekend without testing. So unfortunately, Indianapolis was completely off the table as well. So yeah, just the fact that we didn't get to do any races this year really sucks. It really, really does suck. And I'm sorry to any fans, any of my fans that were looking forward to seeing this car. We're still going to get a wrap this week, or decaled this week. In the next coming weeks, and then that'll be a video. But unfortunately, the vintage car, we are doing another track day. I will say this, we are doing another track day. One final track day for the year before we're going to put it in storage. But as for an actual race, it will not be an actual race until 2026. As of right now, I don't know what my 2026 schedule looks like for the vintage tours. Obviously, these series don't get their schedules out as quick as NASCAR does. So, but we'll find out in the coming weeks. And maybe a month or two, I'll be able to have a video down of exactly what my 2026 vintage schedule will be. So, the first one will more than likely be the Midi at Road Atlanta in late April. I'm looking forward to that one. And the HSR NASCAR Classic weekends probably will remain the same for this, as they were this year for next year. So probably Watkins Glen, probably the Charlotte Roval, weekends like that, you know. So, but yeah, I just wanted to come on here, talk about that real quick. I am very disappointed about it, but at the same time, it's understandable. It's out of my control, you know. So, we also, before we leave off, talk about some HSR NASCAR Classic news for 2026. They are actually going to Le Mans, France. They are going to be racing on the big road course, and that's an honor for any driver. I mean, that is such a sacred and beloved track. So for anybody to go race on Le Mans, it's got to be so badass. And you know, not many stock cars have had the honor of racing around that track. I think it's less than 5 or 6 stock cars have really had the chance to, and maybe less than that. So to have an actual NASCAR style race there will be a huge honor, and that's taking place in July of 2026, July 2nd through the 5th. I will not be there, of course, because I just can't afford that, but that'd be a dream. It is one of my favorite racetracks, and I'd love to go visit there, so who knows? I might go, I just won't be racing. But anyway, just wanted to make this short video talking about Charlotte, giving an update there. Race is canceled, disappointed, but gives me more time. If anything, it just gives me more time to prep, which I guess ain't the worst thing ever. It ain't the worst thing ever, you know. We'll put the car in storage over the off season, and it'll just allow me, you know, more time to prep, get more funding. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, just keep up the great support. Well, trust me, once 2026 rolls around, we'll start providing you with some actual, real, on-track content with this car, and I promise you guys will like it very much. So, till then, so long, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Colby Evans, starting Bar Car, and I'm signing off. Bye-bye, guys.